This is what's going to be like part of the winter content right here is POV drives. I watch a lot of POV content, so I was like, dang, you know what? I've never seen like a truck channel do POV drives in their truck. You know, like don't pay attention to none of that. None of that is accurate at all. Okay, the brakes work fine. Everything works fine. I should just freaking. No, I'm not gonna do that. But I should yank it out though. I should yank it out. But yeah, so POV drive is gonna be our winter content, and also working on the trucks. I have a few videos actually that I've already recorded of little small things and like little like tips and tricks as well on the VE pump that issues I was having and such. But yeah, POV drives, working on the trucks, and I would like to get some off-roading as well. But a little bit issues with that. Like my family has their own property. We have our own property. But ever since my uncle passed away, everything's kind of grown up. You know, he was the one that had the tractors and everything like that. So now there's a lot of trees there. So yeah, it's gonna be a little bit hard. That might be a little bit further down the road type thing. Once I can obtain some equipment, or maybe I could pay somebody. But I, to be honest, would rather just buy my own equipment and do it myself, personally. I'm out here a little bit late. I wanted to get out here a little earlier. It's my fault. I should have got out here earlier to clean off the truck, but I didn't. I waited until like 4, and it gets dark around 5, so I don't know, it probably took me like 20 minutes, maybe, to clean off the truck and everything, so. But yeah. Oh dang, look at that. Oh, nice little rig right there. Heck yeah. But yeah, so it's probably gonna get dark here a little bit. I probably won't be able to make the video as long as I want to, because this camera does not do well with dark lighting at all. Like, that's another thing. I want to buy a newer camera. It's one I already got my eyes on. It has some pretty good night lighting, because like my plan is, you know, I want to come out here right now and get footage of like in the snow and everything. Oh dang, I gotta hurry up and try to find a thumbnail spot too. But yeah, my plan is to like go to cities and stuff and like do POV drives in cities. So like we're talking Baltimore, Annapolis, Philly, everything basically in the Northeast, New York City. I'm actually probably gonna make a few videos POV driving in New York City. Oh my God, there's another person with their hazards on. This is like the worst time, yo. I mean, the other guy was unloading equipment, so he's just doing his job. But what is this guy doing? Like, this is like the worst time to be like doing roadside activities, y'all. Oh, deliver? Ah, now they're cleaning up somebody's yard. Oh, wait. Hold on. I think I might got my thumbnail spot. Right here. If their lot is clear enough, it should be. If their lot is possibly clear enough. I think I might got my POV shot. Yes, sir. Oh yeah. Hold on, y'all. While I get out real fast and take this thumbnail. Okay. Cut across here. So we give her a little sauce. It didn't slip as much as I thought it would. Like, those are some pretty big like snow trails. I thought it was gonna slip more, but we did get a little slippage. Oh man, it's like a random snow patch up here. Hopefully it's not an ice patch. But anyway, yeah, I watch more Quan all the time, and I'm just like, dude, I wouldn't mind making that content. And like, you know what the crazy thing is too? I found out is like this dude does the same thing I'm doing right now. He just holds the camera and drives around his city. Like, it's crazy. I like, you know, because I watch other POV channels and they have the whole, you know, like some type of headgear on, right? And that's how, you know, they're driving with two hands. You can see it. And so, you know, they have some type of headgear on and stuff of that nature and everything. And that's what I wanted to do. That's why, like, I was like, I wanted to buy a camera around Christmas when they were having deals and stuff, and then get me I was going back and forth between the GoPro and the Insta360 Ace something, because yeah, I wanted to, you know, not have to hold the camera. This camera's heavy, y'all. I mean, it's not the heaviest, but I mean, for as long as I want to do like at least 20, maybe 30-minute drives, I mean, so like to hold a camera that long for this weight of camera that long is gonna be daunting. So I'm curious what kind of camera he has and everything. It might actually make it better if I didn't have the stick on it right now, but I do have the stick on it right now. I guess I could try it without the stick, but I'm scared it would be too much shaking. That's kind of why, like, I always keep the stick on this camera, except for when I put it in my bag. But yeah, there's a lot of people out here. Clearing their driveways. Well, I guess nobody wanted to do it yesterday since it was still snowing the whole entire day, at least where there was daylight. But yeah. So eventually I think I will do that. I will get like a smaller camera, like what they call it, an action camera, if you will. The Insta360 Ace, to me, seemed like it had better night lighting, and it's lighting all around better to the GoPro. I know GoPro is very famous, and you know, they've held the crown for a long time. Dang, that just happened to be a cop right there. Just happened to be a cop right there. Pulling into, I guess, what is his home. Well, I know he's not coming out. He's not coming back out. I know that he's getting off his shift. He's not, granted, I wasn't speeding anyway. I'm literally doing like 48. I'm doing 48 and a 50. So, I mean, there's no reason to be speeding right now at all. You know, as we can see, there's been ice patches. So, I thought that was another cop. It does look like a cop, but I don't think it is. It did look like a cop though. Oh, I'm finding out techniques. I'm finding out techniques to use. Got my hand on the steering wheel now. Like, so like, it's like resting. This actually is way better. This is far better than what I was just doing. This is far better. But yeah, so this is gonna be kind of like, I'm really, like, I can't wait, dude, because I've already got ideas for like POV drives I want to do in New York, and like everyone knows me, I'm not a city person. I love being out in the country, and I hate New York with a passion. I hate New Yorkers with a passion. I mean, I'm pretty sure all of us gonna be, even New Yorkers, as long as you're not one of those like biased New Yorkers, you can agree with that too. Like, y'all are this horrible driver. I'm not saying y'all are horrible people. Granted, well, that's a conversation for another story about New Yorkers and how they act. Now, they are, let's be honest, they are rude people compared to, like, you know, you go down south or even out west, dude. I remember people used to tell me California people were rude, and I'm not saying they're not, but my time in California, nobody was really rude to me, and I was there, you know, working. I wasn't in like the, I was in and out. I was around like warehouses and stuff, but then I also was in some of the like richy neighborhoods as well too. And I don't know, I didn't really see any rudeness. But to me, it's like, it doesn't take long for you to go New York, New Jersey, and you know, someone catches an attitude with you or some shit. Hell, it'll probably happen to you in traffic before you even get out and go into a store or to whatever event you're attending to go there for. But anyway, but yeah, I'm pretty excited though for the New York content though, because I already got 2 video ideas for it, and it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. They're definitely gonna be like full day things. Obviously, you know, I gotta wake up early, go film. I want those. Well, no, actually I have 3 video content. 2 of them I want to be in the daylight, and then 1 I do want to be at night. But a lot of the city, when I do the city content, I'm gonna do POV back road drives too. But I think that's gonna be more the daytime content. But a lot of the nighttime content is gonna be the cities, because it's just that vibe, you know. It's that vibe, nightlife. City nightlife, basically. And then the lights will also help this camera too, hopefully. I'm hoping the lights in the city will help with this camera and its filming capability at night. So, oof. Sorry, there was 2 bumps. There's 2 bumps. Dude, I'm telling you, I'm going to miss this suspension, like these coils I have in this truck. When I take them out and level this truck out, I'm gonna miss it, bro. And I already got them. They're behind the seat. I've actually had, if you want to call it this, I've had the leveling kit for this truck for like a year now, and I just haven't put it on. Like, I just haven't put it on. You don't understand. This is my, ever since I sold Bubba, you know, my dually, I've been loving this thing, man. I have been like, cause Bubba was already leveled from the guy I bought it from. And dude, that was the roughest riding truck, or first gen, I have ever gotten. And now granted, all my other ones aren't leveled yet, so they of course have their original suspension. But my black truck, Bully, I leveled that truck, and even that truck does not ride as harsh as Bubba did. Bubba rode, dude, I'm telling you, I was in the vehicle with an ex of mine, and bro, we were just cruising on the back road, just cruising, right? And this was a back road we had gone on many a time, and I wasn't even going that fast. I mean, I was going like 55, and we hit this bump, dude. I don't know why. It's like maybe I hit like the perfect part of it or something, or I don't know, but I hit this bump, dude, and our heads almost hit the ceiling. I had never experienced that shit ever, and I've driven a lot of old stuff, y'all, and I've never experienced that. I was just like, holy shit. It never happened after that either. I literally think I must have just hit like that perfect spot in that road, in that certain spot or something, because like she lived down that road, and I fucking never had issues with it before. And but that day I hit something, dude. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they were working on the road too. Like the one spot, after you would go so far, it would get smooth because they were working on the road, but they hadn't fixed that portion of the road. So I guess, I don't know how to explain it, but it was wild. But yeah. See, look, it's already getting dark. On camera, it's actually crazy right now. And like real time, it's like getting pretty dark. But I'm looking at the camera, and it's actually like pretty light. Like the camera's making it look a lot lighter than, maybe this camera will perform better than I think. I just know in the past, like if you go back and watch like my first 3 videos, in the past I've had issues with this camera at night, at truck events and stuff, trying to get it to focus or show any kind of anything. It just kind of sucks. But holy crap. See, I think it's getting blurry right there. Yeah, hopefully this isn't too shaky for y'all. I am kind of moving around because I'm in my one position right now, and then I switch and I rest my hand that's holding the camera on the steering wheel, because it's very comforting, I guess you could say. Oh my God, why is there so many people walking on the road? This is why not Laurel. This is why not Laurel. Oh my God. Yeah, y'all need to invest in some boots and get the walking out of the fucking road. Don't turn and look at me, bitch. Motherfucker, I'm trying to hurry up and pass your stupid ass so that way I can get out of the way for this freaking van that's up here. I never got time to be fucking with you. Yo, shout out to that guy over there who was, I don't know if y'all saw that, who was freaking cleaning the sidewalk. Shout out to him, man. Shout out. We need more people like that in towns. And I guess it really just in life, period. Who knows? He might not even live here. But odds are he does probably live in Laurel. Odds are he probably does live in Laurel. But yeah, shout out to the folk who have cleaned their sidewalks off, or you know, whatever the case, because yeah, Laurel, people like to walk, and it's a recipe for disaster having someone walk, especially on this side of the road. Like on the opposing side, y'all. When I used to work for a tanker company, their hub is back here on these back roads somewhere in Hebron, and well, through here you can go to the back road to get to Hebron. Anyway, we would come through. Every time you come through Laurel, and any guy who has driven a semi truck through Laurel, it doesn't matter what you're driving, van, tanker, does not matter. Any semi you drive through Laurel, you have to hug this yellow line. You cannot get anywhere near them poles. There's literally a pole there, well, multiple poles, but there's one significant pole that's very close to the road that you will smack. And I mean, you'll smack all of them if you're not hugging the yellow line, but there's one where it's like you kind of have to go a little bit over that yellow line a little bit, just so you don't smack it. It's crazy. I wonder how many towns, cities have things of that nature, because it's pretty. I mean, once you get used to it, you're not really worried about it. But when you first experience it, it's like, damn. But I wasn't really too worried about it though, because I've driven. There was this one place, like when I first started driving truck in West Virginia, and you had to, golly, son, you had to hug. Oh man, this is an amazing shot. If I could stop, which I wouldn't do because obviously it'd be a hazard because it's a car not too far back from me. But if I could have stopped, this would have been a great, and I do mean great, thumbnail. Holy crap. Hell, I might make this the thumbnail. Instead of my truck, I might make this the thumbnail, y'all. But yeah, I was at a place in West Virginia way back when. And you had to basically drive in the middle of the road, because if you did not, the mountain literally would it would basically peel back your trailer. So you literally had to, if you were driving a van. I don't know about tankers and stuff that drove in that area, but vans, oh yeah. If you were driving a van, yeah, you weren't doing that shit. You had to drive in the middle of the road, and it wasn't like a like where we're driving on now, we're like opposing traffic. It was like you would drive in the middle of the road, but the lane beside you was traffic going in your same direction. So it wasn't too sketchy. But I also have driven in places in West Virginia where I was driving on a road just like this, and I had to go on the opposing side, but only for turns though. It was only for when I was making turns in the mountains, and I had to go completely on the side. And you just, to that moment of, you're just like clenching, and you're like, please, no car come. Please, no car come. I don't need a car to come. And then we either clash or have an awkward standoff, and then this car or cars has to back up so that way I can make this turn. Oh man, I ain't gonna lie, this is cool, man. Most people probably are like, their butts are clenching doing this. I love this, man. I ain't gonna lie, I miss driving OTR and then driving on roads just like this in a big semi. There's a little things about OTR I miss, but I don't miss the majority of it though. The majority, no, do not miss. Oh man, this is seriously beautiful. See, I was hoping, low-key a little bit, part of me was hoping that this would be the case, that like, you know, this would be the kind of payoff for me getting out here a little later. Like, I was like, you know, hopefully me getting out here a little later, I can get a pretty good sunset, you know, view. And so far, so good. I was hoping I would get around here, because I know this area does get like this. And Jesus. I got freak. I'm not really worried either. I'm not really, unless I hit like black ice or something, I ain't really worried. Because granted, this truck is 2-wheel drive. fucking boy, I got 4 wheels in the back. I'm not worried, okay? That's what a lot of people don't even realize that, man. You gotta hunker down. You go out in like icy weather or snow weather, hunker down, okay? You wanna make sure your dry wheels got some weight on them, okay? Don't be like me back when I had my dually and freaking going to work and I only put like thank you, because I actually did not realize I didn't have my lights on. But anyway, yeah, don't be like me back when, I mean, I had my spare in there. I had my spare in my dually bed, but obviously it's not enough, right? I mean, it's a freaking dually. One spare wheel is not going to be enough. I should have just stacked all my other spares, because every single one of my trucks, I've always had a spare in the bed of all my trucks. So I should have just stacked all my spares into the one, and I would have had more traction. But you know, hey, we survived though, okay? We survived. We slipped a little bit a few times, you know, but hey, we survived, okay? It's all about knowing how to drive. You gotta know what to do, okay? I mean, I was freaking sliding a little bit, and I freaking went over into the snow, so that way half of my tire would be in the snow and the other was still on the road, because I was coming to a stop because I was taking a back road to go to work, as I always did, and there was a whole bunch of people, but everyone was of course going slow, so it was a little bit like backed up. So it was a whole thing. Don't mind me just adjusting my arm again. Oh man, I hope you guys see this. I hope you guys see the clouds right now. Dude, there's little stuff like this, man, that makes me like, heck yeah, man. Love the Eastern Shore. Love it. Look at that. Just look at it. Man. I mean, overall, being OTR really did make me have an appreciation for where I live. Because I used to hate it here, man. You know, I'm pretty sure some of y'all behind the camera can agree. Like, freaking, you just kind of hate where you live. You know, you grew up there, you hate it, or you love it. There's some people out there who completely love where they live and never want to move. And kudos to y'all, because I wish I could say the same. I don't hate it here like I used to, but I still can't say I love it. I just appreciate it, because I've been everywhere. There's more states in the, you know, there's more states in the U.S. that I've been to than not, you know? I can name on my hand more of the states I haven't been to than the ones I have been to. So I've been to some pretty low places, y'all. And it's just, you know, some of y'all out there, you gotta appreciate where you live, because man, there are some places out here in the United States of America that look like a third world country. I am telling you. And you know, I never seen these places before. I mean, I don't even think you can find these places on YouTube, man. I mean, these places were slums. I'm not just talking hoods either. Like, you know, you go on YouTube, find, you know, there's always people posting about the slums and the hood and everything like that. Nah, I'm talking like straight out in the desert. There was literally towns I drove through in the desert that looked abandoned. And I'm pretty sure they were not. But they looked abandoned. They looked like if you got out your truck, you were about to get swarmed by thing, like, you know, like the hills have eyes creatures type shit. Like that's how like crazy, or I guess you could say abandoned it looked. But you can still see there were cars and everything, so it's like oh man. But yeah, sorry, like I like lock in every single time I see a patch. I lock in, and I'm like looking at I'm looking, because like when you hit it, you feel like you're going a lot quicker than you am. Like I felt like I was going like 55 right there, but I wasn't even going 55. I don't know. Everyone comment down below, and also like this video and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'm really bad at that. I noticed that in none of my videos I've done that. I'm bad at that. But anyway, tell me if you guys have lost traction at higher speeds more often in your life, or if you lost traction more at lower speeds. Personally, me, I've lost traction at lower speeds then I have at higher speeds. You know, they always tell you don't speed. You're gonna, you know, you're gonna spin out. You're gonna hydroplane. I've never hydroplaned at a fast rate of speed. And I've gone pretty fast in some bad weather, you know, rain. I'm not gonna say I was speeding in like snowy conditions, but I was going faster than the people around me, but I wasn't. Okay, I don't know if I think it stopped, yeah, it stopped recording. Okay, so now I figured out this camera has a cap of how long it will record. I didn't know that. Duly noted. Now I know if I ever record me working on my trucks, that I gotta keep checking this camera to make sure it doesn't time out. But anyway, like I was saying, I've always lost speed. I always hydroplaned or lost traction at lower speeds compared to higher speeds. And like I said, when I was in snowy conditions, I was in a semi, and I wasn't speeding per se. I was just going faster. And the people around me, I swear, were going like 25 to 35 miles per hour, and I was just going 45. It still was very below the speed limit in that area. It still was very below. So, oh, it's a little sliding. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm tempted. I am tempted to floor it. Should I do it? Should I give her a little? Oh wow! Yeah, it was nothing but traction. I thought I was gonna slide a little bit. It was nothing but traction. Okay. Okay, that time I slid a little bit. Well, I mean, I don't got that much horsepower any fucking way. If I was in the dually right now, that would have been a joyride. If I was in the, I gotta get all these trucks right, man. I rebuilt the pump on the dually, put a governor spring and a fuel pin. That was the first truck I ever did any of that on. All my other trucks, I mean, these trucks are literally stock, y'all. Like I really do have to start doing at least the simple things. I don't ever, okay, well no, take that back. I won't sit here and say I won't ever make a fast first gen, but it's not my focus right now. Right now, I just want to focus on make all my trucks look nice and get them to where I wanted to, like show-wise, you know? That's my focus right now. And then eventually down the road, we will get to going fast and things of that nature. But I do need to do the basics. I do need to do a fuel pin and governor spring in all my trucks. Because now that I sold the dually, you know, all my trucks, I got, you know, that was the fastest truck in the fleet. It's still, and I would always say that it's not slow, but it's not fast. I would always tell people that, because they were like, I could keep up with some motherfuckers out on the road, man, with Bubba. I could keep up with people, and some people I could beat. Like some races I won, some races I lost, but hey, I still kept up. I only got dusted by one vehicle, and still to this day, I have no clue what it was. Like, I think it was a Toyota or a Honda, but it wasn't stock. I mean, geez, it was not stock. I mean, dude, if you know anything about 13 in Delaware, you know, Route 13 in Delaware, you know it's just a straight shot. Like, boy, was gone. Like, I mean, I could see, I just was watching his taillights just go further and further down the road. And I was like, geez, I haven't had anyone run out of my life like that before. Okay, yo, this camera's actually doing pretty well, because I mean, it's like real time, it's basically dark, like real time, but it's looking pretty good on the camera, so that's good to know. But yeah, you guys probably won't see this. I mean, it's January 7th right now, and you guys probably won't see this video until either end of this month. You guys probably, let me get back to what I was talking about. Yeah, so you guys probably won't see this until late, because right now I'm still posting old videos from like 2022 and 2023. Like, so like after the Shore Good truck video that is on my channel, everything after that, oh God, that was definitely ice right there. Everything after that, and then between everything after that, and then whenever I post this video, everything in between is nothing but old stuff. Like, and you should, like, well, I can't say you should be able to tell, but like you kind of can, because like you can tell, like the videoing that I was doing was it was less talkative and more just show. I was just kind of showing the show, but like in my videos I talk more now and everything. Back then I really didn't. I didn't do that much. And also I've just gotten better at like what I know and how to use my camera. I've just gotten better. So yeah, everything you're gonna see after the short good video until I post this video is basically stuff from 2022 and 2023 that I'm just trying to get off my camera. So bear with me, y'all. I know they're not gonna be the best videos, you know, and everything of that nature, but bear with me. I just want to get them on my camera, but you know, there's still, to me, it's like they're good videos for the most part, so I don't want to just delete them. And you know, I'm trying to make it through the winter, y'all. You know, winter time is hard to make content. You know, I mean, well, depending on who you are. If you're a person who has a garage and tons of land and stuff, you probably get to, you know, make tons of winter content right there. I mean, those two things right there is already a lot of winter content to make with. But I do not have that. I mean, well, like I said, I do have property, but it's just overgrown right now, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, that's what I'm looking for right now. I'm looking for a house that has a garage, a big garage. I don't want one of those like garages that are connected to the house. I want one of those garages that's out in the backyard. You know, it's its own thing. You know, I want it to be big as hell. Because I would love to make videos working on trucks in the garage. And also, I would love to go live on TikTok in the garage too. Like, that's one thing I gotta get better at doing, is going live on TikTok. Because I've definitely been slacking on that. So, it is what it is. Very impressed with this camera right now. It might be the settings, because I did, like, earlier last year, I did do some things with the setting to the camera, and I figured I was doing some things wrong. So I really haven't tested this much at night until right now. So I guess whatever I did earlier this year is working pretty well, because I mean, it's dark out here, but the camera is making it look good. Oh man, I think I'm definitely gonna stop to the car wash, because like I got to. I literally, and I know I say literally a lot, but I dead ass will be cringing if I don't go wash this truck off. Thankfully, there's a car wash near where I live, so that's the good part about it. Like, I don't have to worry about going to a car wash and then still driving through a whole bunch of salt on my way home. It's a pretty quick transition. The one thing I noticed is, like, golly, the lights, when the cars are coming, the lights on the camera are freaking bright. Probably because of whatever the setting I have set on here. But yeah, dude, more POP drives to come. I'm thinking about possibly, and these POGs are going to be, of course, talking. And I'm thinking about possibly making another channel doing POV drives where I don't talk. It's just like nothing but pure like truck and like, you know, scenery. I'm thinking about it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that or not. We'll see. But it's a thought. But yeah, we got big plans, man. Big plans 2025. And I'm sorry if y'all hear me like snort or whatever. Like, my nose is going through it right now because, like I said, I was still trying to get all that whatever out from when I was out there getting snow off the truck. But yeah, we got big plans for 2025, y'all. This year, like, and like, I've already like done some things to a truck of mine. Like, if you go on my Instagram, maybe like earlier on my TikTok too, you'll see like my black truck. My black truck has had like 4 different sets of wheels on it, all different styles, old school, you know, new school, whatever. I'll put on that truck. But you know, I got to start building the rest of the fleet. You know, you can't all just be on the black truck. I got to start building the rest of it. Now this truck, I don't plan on doing nothing too crazy for it. It's the daily. I am gonna put some. I think I'm gonna go old school because I don't want to put any big wheels on this truck simply because it is the daily, and it's going to put a lot more stress on the suspension, and I'll have to like end up, you know, more often end up replacing things. So I think I'm still gonna go old school, like a 16 by 10. If I can get a 16 by 12, I might. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm probably still gonna go 16 by 10, and just put some big old freaking all-terrains on this thing or something. I don't know. We'll see. But I think I'm still gonna go with this. Right. That was supposed to happen too, y'all. Like last year, I was ready. I was about to put this thing to a guy, a shop. I had found a shop who was willing to work on, you know, my trucks and everything. It's kind of hard to find people who want to work on, like, I mean doing fun stuff. I don't mean like work, like on the engine. I already have a shop. Like when I don't feel like fixing something, or if I can't diagnose something, I already have a shop I've been using for years to take to diagnose stuff for the truck. But I just mean like do like cool, fun stuff. It's really hard to find shops out here who, well, not only want to work on the trucks, but do it right, you know, like do it right. And then last year, this truck was supposed to be leveled and on like a whole, like, I guess y'all could say bubble setup, whatever. And freaking life happened, and it didn't end up happening, but it's still gonna happen though. I did sell the wheels because I want to go a different route. They were spokes, and I do want to go. No, sorry. They were bullet holes, my bad. They were bullet holes, and for the longest time, I've always loved bullet hole, like old school wheels. But now, I think I'm more into like spikes. Like I like, when it comes to like, you know, your 20s and 22s and 24s, I've always liked like spiked wheel designs. And now I like, I'm not sure what it's called. I call it like the butterfly design. And I'm pretty sure y'all know what I'm talking about. Not butterfly, I call it the like flower design. Like, you know, the wheels that look kind of like a flower or whatever you want to say, or that type of stuff. So now I like when it comes to new school, I like those type of things. But old school, I think I do like more like old school spoke wheels now. So I sold those. I'm gonna be getting some, I don't know what exact. Well, actually, no, yes I do. Actually, I do. I'm sorry, I was about to lie. I actually know the exact old school. It's actually not old school. It's kind of like a bead lock design, but it's like a spoke wheel. So yeah, or a spike, whatever. So yeah, that's what I'll be going with this year. But I'm not too worried about this truck. Like, you know, this truck is a daily now. Now that I sold Bubba, this truck is the daily. So I'm not too worried about taking this to shows. It might still go to shows, but for the most part, the silver truck, you know, El Paso, Thor, my red truck, and then Bully. So far, all those trucks are going to be the show trucks, and this is just going to be the daily. So I really want to focus more on those trucks. I'll level this truck out, and then when it comes to the wheels and tires, it'll just come when it comes. But I do plan on leveling this truck out this year. But I'm not too worried about the setup. I'm more worried about getting the other trucks straight and getting them show ready, because boy, we are going to be traveling this year. Okay, I plan on going to Blake Fitzgerald to meet, and I really want to go to Music City, and I don't think it's going to happen. Music City hopefully will happen this year, but the next show I'm about to say, I don't know if it's going to happen this year. I would love to go to Texas, Texas Lone Star. I don't know if it's gonna happen this year, y'all, but I would love for it to. Because another thing I want to do is like, I want to do like road trip drives or road trip videos. Like, I have a plan to like, you know, like drive my first gen to Texas and make a whole video out of it. Basically, I think it'd be pretty freaking cool, and just show people, man, like first gens ain't just for being rowdy in a freaking pit, man. You can still daily these things. You can still haul with them, drive long distance with them. You just gotta do some things accordingly, you know, proper maintenance. And a lot of people, man, when I see these listings online, man, that'd be so funny. people will list like things that you're like. I love when people, when I don't love it, but it's me being sarcastic. I love when I see people list like reasons as to why their price is so high, and they'll list like they'll list regular maintenance. Oil was changed about 3,000 miles ago. What? You're trying to tell me I gotta pay more for this truck because you changed the oil? What? I'm telling you, man. Yeah, people out here crazy, man. People out here crazy. But I love first gens, man. And do not let people lie to you and make it seem like it's not achievable. If you're like a young kid right now watching this, I'm telling you, man, listen. There are still deals out there. You can still get your hands on one, okay? I hate when people try to make it seem like getting a first gen is unattainable now. Like, oh, getting a first gen is only for the rich. No, it's not. There's still tons of deals out there. What you need to do is lower your expectations a little bit. You want that super clean mint first gen on Bring a Trailer. How about you start looking at that, look at the marketplace, and look at the first gen that might just have one rocker that's rusted, or maybe two rockers that's rusted. Me, I don't care. You guys are gonna see first gens on this channel with rust. It is gonna happen. Eventually, of course, I'm gonna buy some pretty mint ones too. Thor, my red truck is the mintest first gen I have bought, y'all. It is mint. I bought it from Tennessee. It is a mint truck. So technically speaking, I already do have a mint truck. But point is, I'm gonna be buying more and more of that too. But I'm not gonna stop buying the ones that I don't mind minor rust. The only rust that I kind of am like may not buy it if it has is like the drip rail rust. Like, that's pretty bad. It's not an easy fix unless you know how to do it yourself, which I do not, and I do not have a garage once again. So that is not a project I can even take on at the moment. But when we get a garage and everything, I'm definitely going to try to take on doing that, because I do have some of the trucks in the fleet that do need the drip rail repaired. So yeah, but that's future things. But other than that, I don't care if there's rust on the wheel well. I don't care if there's rust on the rocker. Cab corners, it depends on how bad it is. I ain't gonna lie, this truck and my silver truck, El Paso, do have cab corner rust, but El Paso's is very minor. It's very minor, very, very minor. And this truck it's kind of bad. But so far, out of both of these trucks, that's really the only rust they have, really. This truck does have some underneath rust and everything that doesn't need to be dealt with as well, but El Paso's pretty clean besides the little cab corner spot. But yeah, I don't mind the common rust areas or the easily replaceable rust areas. I remember way back before COVID, like 2019, they didn't have rockers for these trucks. They didn't have rocker replacement, but now they do. Now they have that. So it's like they have rocker replacements. I think they've always had wheel well replacements for the bed. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they've always had that. But the rockers, they didn't always have. But now you have that option. So if you want to, or if you know someone who can do that, you can now replace your rotted out rocker on your first gen, no problem. The only thing they don't have, to replace that rusted out on these trucks is the drip rail. And I'm praying, dude, that, someone comes out with it. We have a few good people now who are making parts for our trucks. So I'm hoping someone comes out with some things. Not some things, comes out with a drip rail, replacement, or like, something you can cut out your older one, weld it in, and boom. It's that simple. You can take it somewhere. You don't have to worry about trying to find somebody who can fab. Oh, look at that. Still got the trees lit and everything. But yeah, you don't have to worry about trying to find someone who can fab something up for you. But I'm almost to the car wash, and this video is probably about to time out anyway. So I will see you guys in the next one. Remember to like, subscribe, and also comment down below what you think. Hold on. Comment down below if you have any suggestions of places I should go. All right, y'all. Later.
I can tell you my problems, meditating my silence, but I keep pushing my pen, rotating my stylus. Brokenness feeling like sin, not no breath, low dollar. Used to be left on red, now all the girls go holler. Now all the girls go follow. All the fake fans gon' pile up. I need peace to borrow, get that shit right back tomorrow. Somehow all the fans go bravo. Smile so much to hide my sorrows. Faith is shaky in vibrato. I can't hold a frown.